Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today, a question for you guys. Grab yourself a healthy snack and beverage, put on your thinking cap, stand by. Welcome back to the channel, fishy folks. Today we're going to be talking about a question I asked on social media. I put this picture up and I asked, what should I do? And I got quite a few comments. Most of them were people who just didn't really know what to do. They thought they were giving the best advice, but that doesn't help anyone when they don't know what to do. A few people were spot on, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Before we get into the details, though, check out my newest sponsor, The Coldest Water. This is a cup they sent me. They are a sponsor of the channel. Down below, there's links to the website where I make a small commission if you buy something. There's a contest you can enter. I don't make anything. And of course, a coupon code so when you buy stuff, so I make money, you get a discount. All right? Now, also, if you want me to stop making videos where I'm talking about products, buy lots of fish. Buy lots of fish on my website, michaelsfishroom.com. Now until July 5th, use promo code HAPPY245 exclamation point for 10% off your entire order, michaelsfishroom.com. All right, so I put this picture up and I asked the question, what should I do? And so at 66 degrees, many people think guppies are going to die. And the truth is, that's not true. But first, let's look at all the facts, right? This is my 150-gallon mutt guppy pond. We had a warm spell here in South Jersey, and then all of a sudden, mornings in the 50s. And that happened for a few days in a row. So think about that. A morning in the 50s usually means the high is going to be in the 70s, right? Water, 150 gallons of water, doesn't just change temperature in a second, like, oh, it's cold, boom, the water's cold. That doesn't happen. It's always a slow change. And healthy guppies can handle that. They can handle small temperature changes over time. So the problem would be if, let's say, you had a 55-gallon tank full of guppies and your water was, say, 75 degrees and water coming out of the tap was, say, 40 degrees, and you did a water change of 50%, that could potentially harm your fish because they can't handle that quick drop in temperature, because the temperature is probably going to drop 10, 15, 20 degrees or something, and that would be bad. But in the tub, the top of the water surface was 66 degrees. Now I'm trying to figure out how I can measure the bottom of the water at the same time without disturbing anything, so I'm working on that for another video. But I would imagine if the top is 66, the bottom is probably closer to 70, 72, which of course is no problem. Even 66 is no problem. Now, I have my handy dandy laptop here because I'm filming on my phone because my camera is back at Canon for a second time. I got it back and it wasn't right, so I had to send it back. So, not bad-mouthing Canon, but they've had it 3 times now in the last 3 months and still not right. So, anyway, so a couple people were like, oh, that temperature's fine. A friend of mine said opportunity to advertise super hardy guppies. Yeah, that's good. Some people were like, why are you asking us? You should know, you're the guppy guy. But then this is the first one where I had to question, and it's, they should be fine as long as it warms up, but you might lose 1 or 2. So, not trolling, not being a jerk, but I asked, why would I lose any? And this person, who I don't, based on the first time, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. It says, I'm in Florida and my outside growing season is into October. Sometimes the nights drop kind of cool, and in my experience, the cold gets 1 or 2, but you might not lose any. So that's an example of, in this person's real world, they lose some, but they don't really know why, and that's fair. All right, fair enough. A couple of people said nothing. And then, of course, this one idiot was like, take some duckweed out. Why would I take duckweed out? So he said, don't you think it's a little on the thick side? Lil, he spelled out Lil, L-I-L. Don't worry, it'll come back. And then, now I'm trolling. Is it harmful? And then people are like, you know, oh, come on, we know who you are, you know, whatever. So he says, it's just too much. You only have a little hole where bubbles and are everything. Wants a little sunlight. If you like swamps, I'd continue. By the way, no punctuation at all. Not a period, a comma, or an exclamation point to be found anywhere. Joe needs to go back to elementary school. So then I respond, if you don't know, it's okay, but you shouldn't answer. And that's the whole point. If you don't know, don't answer. But let's get back to guppies and temperature. Slow temperature changes, no problem. Quick temperature changes, drastic, big problem. In my experience, and again, I'm not a scientist. I've never gone to college for any type of biology or anything. However, in my real-world experience of having 60 guppy breeding for profit tanks and importing guppies now for a little over a year, I find guppy temperatures can range anywhere from 61 all the way up until about 90, and they're fine. They have to be healthy, though. If they're not healthy, you probably will lose some guppies, and that's just a fact of life. So my question on Facebook was simple. I was looking to see what people thought to see if this was going to be a good video, and I think it will be. And the fact is, if you don't understand or you don't know something from real-world experience, probably shouldn't answer. Anyway, that does it for the quick video for today. Don't forget to check out the Coldest Cup or the Coldest Water Company and michaelsfishroom.com and Teespring for some cool t-shirts, including the I Got Kicked Out of Cookies Fish Room t-shirt. See ya. There's a coupon code and a contest. Click all those links and buy lots of stuff and I make money. So, yeah. Also, check out my web... See, I was like, what the hell is that? It sounded like something was falling off the shelf. Welcome back to the channel, fishy folks. Today we're going to be talking about a question I asked on social media, and some of you guys were like, oh, he's just a troll. But no, I legitimately had a question as to what people thought, and I was doing research for this video. So before I get started with that, check out the Coldest Water. It's one of my new sponsors. Links down below for their website. There's a coupon code as well as a contest you can enter. Check that out. And then, of course, also check out my fish room. My fish room?